What if the worst moment of your life is not the end of your story? What if losing the job, the relationship, the money, or the future you had planned is not simply destruction, but the beginning of a return? Ancient Chinese philosophy offers a difficult idea. When something has been stripped down as far as it can go, change has already begun beneath the surface. The I Ching, or Book of Changes, presents two hexagrams that capture this pattern. The first is Bo, often translated as stripping away. It represents decline, collapse, and the removal of what can no longer remain. The next is Fu, return. It represents the first movement of renewal. Think of winter. The landscape appears empty, but life has not disappeared. It has withdrawn underground. The first sign of spring begins while the world still looks barren. Human lives often change in the same way. At rock bottom, the things that once protected our identity may fall away. Status, connections, pride, certainty, even relationships we believed we could never live without. It feels like life is taking everything from us. But sometimes the collapse reveals what comfort allowed us to avoid. The German philosopher Karl Jaspers called experiences such as suffering, guilt, struggle, and death limit situations. In ordinary life, we can hide inside routines. We work, socialize, make plans, and repeat familiar habits. We tell ourselves that we understand who we are. Then a crisis breaks the routine. Suddenly, the old explanations no longer work. There is nowhere left to run, so we are forced to see our life more honestly. That is why extreme pain can become a doorway to awakening. Pain does not automatically make us wiser, but it can destroy the illusions that kept us asleep. So how do you begin again? The first requirement is to release the identity of the permanent victim. This does not mean pretending that nobody hurt you. It means refusing to let what happened become the final definition of who you are. The Qing dynasty statesman Zheng Guofan repeatedly warned against two causes of failure: arrogance and laziness. Arrogance makes us believe our desire is equal to our ability. We earn a little money and assume we understand the world. We collect impressive contacts, ignore honest advice, and imagine we cannot be deceived. Laziness appears differently. We avoid the slow work of developing real skill. We chase shortcuts, fast money, and dramatic solutions. Then, when the result collapses, we blame fate alone. Recovery begins when we can say, without self-hatred, some of this was outside my control, but some of it is now my responsibility. From there, 3 practices can help. First, become the hidden dragon. The opening line of the Qian hexagram is often rendered, hidden dragon, do not act. When disaster has just struck, frantic action is dangerous. A person who has lost money may borrow more to fill the hole. Someone terrified of failure may leap into a risky project simply to feel movement. But a disturbed mind usually creates disturbed decisions. Do less for a moment. Cut off empty social noise. Stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. Accept the facts without turning them into a life sentence. Gather your attention back from panic, shame, and other people's opinions. Silence is not surrender. It is how scattered strength becomes usable again. Second, rebuild clear self-knowledge. Rock bottom can reveal which relationships were real and which depended on your success. More importantly, it reveals your own motives. What were you truly pursuing? What did you want because it mattered? And what did you want only to impress others? Do not confuse acceptance with resignation. The purpose of seeing reality clearly is not to declare your life over. It is to stop building your next life on the same illusion. Third, use small problems to rebuild the person solving them. The I Ching places pi, stagnation, beside tai, peace or flourishing. Their structures mirror each other, suggesting that blocked and open conditions can transform. Do not begin with a heroic 5-year plan. Solve the smallest real problem in front of you. Clean one room. Organize one piece of work. Make one necessary phone call. Earn a small, honest amount. Finish one task you have been avoiding. Each completed action creates a simple loop: intention, effort, result. The external achievement may be small, but the person acting is being rebuilt. Confidence rarely returns through positive thinking alone. It returns when you repeatedly prove that you can meet reality and respond. This is the deeper meaning of using hardship as practice. The debt, rejection, loneliness, or chaos may be the immediate problem. But while you work through it, You are developing something no one can take from you: patience, attention, judgment, discipline, and a stronger inner center. Loss is not always a blessing, and suffering should never be romanticized. But loss is not always the final verdict either. Water reaching the end of its path can become a waterfall. A person reaching the end of an old life can begin again. No honest step is wasted. Rest when you need to. Stop fighting what has already happened. Then choose one small thing that can still be done today. Rock bottom may be where the old story ends. It may also be where your return begins.